What is good, guys? Welcome back into the channel. We can see today Luna Classic and our favorite Terra stablecoin has pumped exponentially whilst the rest of the market is kind of in a lull. So we can see Terra Classic USD rank 52 is up 43% on this particular time frame. We're back to $0.079 over here, and for the Terra Classic itself, we're up 42% as well. We've seen a massive surge of volume, up 85.9%, trading at $0.00013, up 42% right there. And you look at this last day and you can see the increase is absolutely huge. We've gone from basically nothing to something, so the volume is going somewhere. People are already getting really bullish, and I mean, look at this, be honest now, who's checking their Luna Classic every few minutes? This must feel like a BSC project, you know, when they first release, and you just literally see the price just keep on climbing and climbing and climbing. Now, I think that's not necessarily a good thing, because it means you're chasing green, you're getting all that FOMO, the euphoria, and the greed is kicking back in. But I suppose for people that are waiting to be compensated, this is extremely exciting for those holders. Now, we actually, you know, speaking of holders, when we look at the 1 month, or actually, no, let's look at the 7 day. But for Terra Classic USD, for example, we can see the total supply is held. You know, look at this, 27 here, 23 here. So you're already looking at 50% right there. Then you've got 6% here, 4% there. That 60% is held just in 4 individual addresses for Terra Classic USTC. And, you know, on the contrary, what have we got for Terra Classic when we look at the same markup? There's one major wallet here with 20.9%. I believe this could be the Binance wallet. I think it's Binance. And then the rest of them, you know, for Luna Classic itself, much more micro wallets. So there's less sort of whale manipulation could effectively happen. But here you can see Terra Classic USD, it's really a few big wallets that are holding the majority of the project itself. So looking at the price once again, when we look at the all-time for Terra Classic USTC, you can see we're still nowhere near being pegged to the dollar, but we are getting this small reversal wave right here. And as for Terra Classic, I mean, looking at this, it's just crazy when we look at the all again, or the year to date. Obviously, we had the huge price structure, but we're never going to get back to even knocking off 2 zeros, to be honest with you, and that's just the sad truth. $893 million market capital, rank 210, so we still have a fairly large market cap in the space. So what is actually going on? Luna Classic is pumping heavily now. I've done a bit of Reddit research on the Terra money side of things, and this was just a thread that was made 3 days ago, because clearly it's going pretty parabolic right now. And really, most people are saying it's the burn protocol which has been initiated. This guy's saying he's unclear how often it's happening, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, etc. But this guy's agreeing here, yes, a proposal to burn is supposed to be implemented on the August 22nd. However, things are up in the air right now, trying to get delegators on board and whatnot. Once a month from the community pool. You know, it's quite interesting. There's a lot of different information here, so I don't know what you should really go on. That makes you one of the top 100 holders. So what else can we just take from this? Basically, people are saying, you know, you should buy Terra Classic today or Luna Classic. But for me, I think it's still a very strange to see these pumps that come out of nowhere. This person saying he's always very suspicious of sudden pumps that happen for no known reason. Too many times I've seen it bite people in the arse. So I suppose FOMO is something you do want to be careful of. But again, burns. People are saying that it's the burns, or people preparing for them because they should know it's going to make the price go up in the long run. On the plus side, when Luna Classic pumps, so does Luna 2.0. So it's effectively a win-win. We can see also from some tweets here, a lot of other people are saying it's because of the burns, and look how happy everyone is. Just looking at Happy Catty Crypto price update, huge breakout. What is going on? So just scanning through here, everyone is getting super euphoric and excited. I'm not surprised. I've been waiting some time for this to happen, but I think again it all relates and is tied to the burning. I think there's a 1.2% tax as well or something, but it has been pumping for 3 days. Binance has 2.9 trillion in outside wallets, basically have the supplier. That's the wallet we just saw earlier. Need staking and burn tax ASAP. What are we waiting for? Forget about the inactive validators. Time is now. So people are getting super happy, guys. Is it going to be sustained? I don't really know. But here it is, buddy. LUNC, implement 1.2% tax burn, enable Luna Classic staking buybacks. And this is how we can help slowly fix the price structure of what is going on right now. Luna burner, we've got 1.1 0.1 billion total burned on the lunar side of things. So it's 0.016% of the total supply. Not really enough. We need more burning, because at this rate it's going to take tens of years, many decades, just to bring the price back up. Total burned UST so far has been 16.9 million right there. So again, that's 0.165% of the total supply right there. You can see the leading wallet had 55 transactions with a whopping 530 million Luna right there. So what can effectively happen? Terra Classic, Luna Classic up 55% and USTC up 237%. Is it time to buy Terra? This is from the business to community site, B2C. You can find them at business2community.com. They've always got comprehensive and strong news articles there for you. Is this Terra Classic rally sustainable? Many investors who lost money with the Terra's original tokens have been advocating for a massive voluntary burn that can shrink the circulating supply of Luna Classic to more manageable levels. This initiative has not gained traction, as indicated by the relatively small volumes of Luna Classic that have been sent to the token's burn address provided by the founder of the Terraform Labs, Do Kwon. According to data from BitQuery, only 434 million Luna Classic tokens have been sent to this address in June. This number accounts for less than 0.1% of the asset's total circulating supply, which currently stands at around 6.55 trillion. Prior to today's uptick, data from CMC shows that trading volumes have been doubling every day since moving from around 50 million on 26th June to 143 million yesterday and 430 million as of this morning. The token's low liquidity makes it a target for deep-pocketed speculators who many use their resources to pump the price so they can create enough exit liquidity to produce some short-term gains. In the absence of material events that justify today's uptick, this is most likely what is known as a dead cat bounce or a bull trap, and that's exactly what I think is actually occurring right here on the Luna side of things. Looking at the price action, the RSI is just zoomed all the way up to 40. It doesn't necessarily look good, and it's not a buying indicator. When I see the RSI overheated on the daily, it's not a buying indicator, and when I see the RSI up here sitting at 94 and also 89, again, it's not a buying indicator. So I would be staying absolutely clear of this project right now and waiting for immediate pullbacks on this particular project. You can see last time we had a big pump, we did correct. When you look from here on the 8th of June, the correction took us down to around about the 0.786 Fibonacci. So far, we've just been in a vertical line parabolic. We did come down, retest his 0.382 fib level, but I would still speculate that we can come down much lower, even to the $0.00008 level, back at this 0.786 Fibonacci zone. 1 hour time frame really overheated. I suppose you could also say that we have got a bit of a bearish divergence here when looking at the higher highs on the price, and you can see that the RSI is still putting through lower highs on this hourly time frame. So do be careful, guys, because this is extreme volatility. We have just put through a lower high again, so again we might be getting a bit of rollover here. Maybe it's the beginning of a falling wedge or a descending channel or something like that, but I do not anticipate that we'll be pumping up to 0.00015 anytime soon. Just way too overheated here on the 4 hour time frames. It's not looking too good, but if we can put through a falling wedge, then it will allow us to speculate that maybe we can come down to the 0.00008 level or the 0.0001 level before seeing potential bullish reversals. Let's say it was sustained. The pragmatic targets for this would take us to around about $0.00017 for Luna Classic over here. But in my opinion, it still doesn't look good. Even though from this pump here, we did correct only to the 0.5 level on this particular one. So far, we corrected to the 0.5 as well. By the way I see it, it's still overheated relative strength index, a crazy pump out nowhere, mad volume, too many whales holding most of the supply, too much uncertainty as well. And when people see the screen, people get excited and usually make the wrong decisions. So crypto bubbles today as well, just a bit of a wrap and a conclusion. Bitcoin is sitting at 20k, Ethereum at 1.1k, just like that relief bounce we had. If we look at the weekly time frame, a lot of things are green still, which is okay. But on the daily, we are starting to see a bit of a pullback, and this could still lead into a sustained or continued depreciation in price across all assets in cryptocurrency, looking at layer 1 infrastructure, financial services, blue chips, DeFi, NFTs. We don't really know what's going to happen. So really, I think stay clear of Luna Classic right now because there's way too much volatility. We're also really overextended on this 20-day moving average, and every time we're really overextended, we always do get pullbacks. It's just going to happen. Bollinger Bands as well, it's just looking really, really unhealthy. In my opinion, it's not a good time to buy this project, and I would always say be risk averse and try not to chase the green candles, because if you did chase green and you bought in over at 0.00015, you're already down a tremendous amount. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Personally, I think we're going to see a downtrend and we're going to retest lower support levels, maybe even completely lose the support as a whole. Bitcoin today, looks like you can start grabbing some crypto and accumulate cryptocurrency. If you want to get some today, use the safest and best exchange. Down in the description below, you can pick some up at a low cost, low fees, FCA, SciSec accredited exchange, which gives you confidence to hold through the long term. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you soon, guys. Thanks so much.